Satnam, beloved. Today we're going over the Kritan Kriya. The Kritan Kriya comes from the Sikh tradition and is ancient, and it always mystifies me how the ancient people understood how to create so much wellness, healing, and thriving in the body through these mantras and meditative practices. The Kritan Kriya involves mantra, mudra, breath, and focus. It also utilizes rhythm to bring organization to the different levels of the psyche. The mantra in the Kritan Kriya is Satanama, Satanama. If you practice this, you'll notice that the tongue is striking different points on the roof of the mouth in rhythm. This is important because the roof of your mouth is where a bunch of nerve endings come to an end. As you strike your tongue against the roof of your mouth, and then finally on ma, create an overall vibration of the roof of your mouth, you're stimulating the nerve endings and awakening your nervous system and allowing the electricity to flow. The mudras that you'll be using are sa, thumb and pointer, tha, thumb and middle, na, thumb and ring, ma, thumb and pinky, again in rhythm. Satanama, Satanama. You have nerve endings in your fingertips as well, so it's doing the same thing as it would at the roof of your mouth. As far as the pressure that you use when you're doing this mantra, go ahead and push as hard as you can on the fingers, and then as soft as you can. Then find the place that exists in between. That's the pressure you want to use as you're striking your fingers as you go. The meaning of Satanama: Sa, infinite; Ta, life; Na, death; Ma, birth. Infinite, life, death, birth. It's also the elongation of Satnam, which is the true name of God. I am truth. Truth is my identity. It's kind of this idea that the true name of God can't even be comprehended. And so they just said, hey, there's a true name. And I love that the true name of God is this infinite opportunity to live, to surrender, and to be reborn. The next aspect of this is using the voice to speak to the different levels of your consciousness. So as you're doing the Kritan Kriya, it's like a palindrome. First you sing out loud with elongated breath, then you whisper with a staccato breath, then you go silent and you think the mantra coming through the third eye, then you whisper, then you sing. The entire time your gaze is up at the third eye with your eyes closed. So it would sound like this. I'm going to do it rapidly, but typically it's about 2.5 minutes of each section, the middle section being the longest because you do it twice in a row. So it would look and sound like this. Satanama, sa, ta, ha, ha. Sa, ta, ha, ha. Satanama. When you're singing out loud, you take one big inhale, sing the mantra out with one breath. As you whisper, you're using the diaphragm to get the sound out. When you're thinking it just in your thoughts, you're still going to do the rhythmic diaphragm and your fingers to help you keep track of where you are in the rhythm. Then again, you whisper staccato with the diaphragm, then you sing elongated breath. Singing out loud with the elongated breath is speaking to this consciousness, the one that I'm speaking to you with now and the part of you that's observing this video. When you whisper, you're communicating and cleansing the subconscious. When you're doing the thought, you're communicating with the superconscious. So you're working with all the different levels of your consciousness and singing this beautiful mantra into every level of your consciousness. Part of the thought behind this is that it starts to become your subconscious thought. And in any given moment, every time you blink, you have about 1,000 thoughts in the subconscious moving by. And we don't really catch them as they go through. So we're largely unaware of what our subconscious is doing. This mantra, this Kriya, is intended to sort of reprogram what's going on in the subconscious, so that what goes on in the subconscious when you blink is Satanama, the true name of God. I am truth. Truth is my identity. I am infinite. Thank you again for joining us for the Sacred Wave. We start on September 3rd, and this is the Kriya that we have the opportunity to utilize every day for 9 weeks. We'll get ourselves a 40-day chain of meditation so that every cell in our body starts to vibrate with the frequency of this very powerful and sacred meditation. It's an honor to travel with you. Many blessings.